Yeah, 1 minute. Okay. Release the Kraken. Okay. So, I was cycling home this morning. Beautiful morning. And got that funk had said to me, will you fill in from somebody later on in the week? Free reign. Talk about whatever you want. So, I'm cycling home and I'm thinking, what am I going to talk about? And I thought, let's talk about what I'm actually doing. Because it's quite pertinent, actually, at the moment. Some of you may be aware that a guy died that quite a few of us knew on YouTube in different capacities. Some people liked him, some people didn't. Got involved in quite a lot of drama. A guy called HappieCabbie, who, I don't know how old he was. I think he was probably about the same kind of age as me, which would put him in his sort of early 40s, something like that. Clearly a guy who was morbidly obese. He'd suffered with obesity, I think, all of his life. He lost a few pounds while he was on YouTube. He put those pounds back on again. He played at exercising. He had a channel called The Healthy Channel. I've got to say, I watched it. He played at it, really. And I kind of thought, what good can come out of something like that? It's this kind of trite thing to think, isn't it? But it's the kind of thing that people think, what good comes out of somebody's death? Some people really didn't like him, and they will say, well, his death's the good that's come out of his death. I like to think of something a little bit more positive than that. You know, like I said, I think he was about the same age as I am. And there's quite a few of us now in our 40s on YouTube that have been doing this sort of as long as I have, 8 years, 9 years, what have you. And we're not getting any younger. We're in our 40s. And there are certain facts of life as you get older. If you're a woman and you get older, I'm afraid you're going to get fatter and you're going to get uglier. You can do something about a fatter, maybe not the uglier, but you can do something about the fatter. If you're a man and you get older, same thing. You're going to get fatter and you're going to get uglier. You might even get one of those bizarre strawberry noses. I don't really know what the fuck they're all about, but you might even end up with one of those. But the other thing is, you might also find, if you're a guy, women seem to be a bit more protected from this, but you might also find, if you're a guy, that at some point you just kind of keel over and lay there on the floor, maybe leant against something, with the most fearful, crushing pain in your chest, the most doom-laden feeling that you probably ever have in your life. And if you're lucky, that'll be a warning. It'll be a shot across your bowels and you'll survive it. Part of your heart muscle will have died as a result of it, no doubt, but you'll survive it and you'll have another chance. If you're unlucky, that will be the only chance that you've ever had, right? And you fucked it up. Because unlike a car or anything like that, there's not a great deal that you can do about it. You've only got the one body. And if you fuck it up, you don't get another go. And when you're in your 40s, it's not the same as when you're in your early 30s and when you're in your 20s. If you don't do anything, you just go downhill. And you've got to do something, you know, you need to find something. It's no point talking about it, there's no point thinking about it. If you're in your 40s, you've got to find something to keep your heart working, to keep your body working. My dad said to me, my dad's still alive, he's had some heart attacks, a couple of periods of heart attacks, he's still alive. But he said to me, there was an inevitability, you know. He said, when you get old, middle age spread, that was the term, and there's no way round it, and you're just going to age, and you're just going to become unfit and fat, and that's the end of it. And that was the kind of outlook. But it doesn't have to be that way, you know. But it will be that way unless you do something about it. Unless you do something about it, you are going to get slower and fatter and more aches and pains, and you probably will keel over at some stage. And at that stage, really, it's too late, and it just doesn't have to be that way. You can be running marathons in your 60s and 70s. Fucking hell, some people have done it in the 90s. A lot of us, our knees wouldn't last with that, but I go out on my bike and I see guys in their 70s going out on their bike, and nothing cheers me up than seeing that. I don't like to get preachy on a video, but fucking hell, if there's one thing that you need to look after in your life other than your family, it is your body. And if you're in your 40s and you're not doing it, now's the time to do it. That's my little bit of preaching over. Bye for now.